Hey everyone, how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing good. I wanted to record this quick video to show you, just to do a quick review on this, the budget spreadsheet. For the next step in the process, or the last step, I should say, we will need to have this in all perfect shape. So I'm going to go over just reminders of how to, if you need to fix yours, I'm going to go over how you do some of the things in here. So without further ado, this is just a template. This is not, it's just like an example of a budget. Yours is probably different. And this person has $5,000 coming in, and that's why it's green. It's because the money's coming in. So I get a paycheck for $5,000. You know, this person gets a paycheck for $5,000 every month. So this is per month. So all of these expenses that they have, all of these numbers are things they're paying for throughout the month. For this is just 1 month. So this person has all these different expenses: church, charity, groceries, all these different things. So some people were confused about these red parts. These are just categories. So you don't need to put a number for that. You can total these two and put it there if you want, but it makes it a little confusing. So I actually wouldn't do that, and I don't normally do that on my regular budget. So you don't need to. But I just wanted to kind of give you categories so that you had, like, you knew what each thing was for. If you could even delete it if you wanted to. You don't have to have it there. So anyway, for each of these categories, you should have amounts that you're going to be spending. You can't have zero for groceries. You have to eat all these different things. You have to wear clothes. You have to pay for a phone. All these different things. So you should have these filled out. All of these should be filled out. You may need to change things. Like you may need to change your car payment if you decided to have a different car after our loan project. You may have chosen an electric car and now you've gotten rid of gas and oil changes. So this would be zero if you got an electric car. Maintenance on your car would probably be zero if you got an electric car like a Tesla. Maintenance would be zero if you had a lease, because they take care of all of the maintenance on leased cars. So it's just, you may need to make some adjustments. If you found a different house for your person, you would need to change the mortgage, the rent, those types of things. So one thing that people got confused about was, well, how do I do this? How do I add up my total expenses? Some people just added them all up and put that number there, but that doesn't, when you change your numbers up here for your expenses, that means you have to change this too. So I'm showing you a way where you don't have to do that. So what you're going to want to do is, once you have this clicked on total expenses, so this has to be highlighted, you're going to go into Insert, and then down to Function, and then up to Sum. And then I'm going to put in all of my expenses. So I'm going to click on each of those categories. And then in between, every time I click it, I'm going to add a plus sign after it. So it's telling the computer to add these up. So I'm adding up all of these categories. So that I will highlight each one and then put a plus sign. Highlight, plus sign. Highlight, plus sign. So we're going to do this for all the categories. And almost done. Super important. See, now I just screwed up. Super important that I have a plus sign in between of all of these. Sometimes people accidentally hit the equal sign. Sometimes people accidentally, do weird things. Just make sure that it's the the column and the number. So that's what this is, B20, and then a plus sign after each one. And then when I get to the end here, I'm not going to add another plus sign. Some people added plus signs after that last one, like right here. And then they couldn't figure out what went wrong. So don't add another plus sign. As soon as you're done, just hit enter. And then it totals the whole thing for you, so you don't have to do it. The nice thing about this is that I can go back here and say, you know what, I don't feel like spending $500 a month in savings. I want to spend $400. And see how it changes my total expenses. It adds it up, it changes it, and it adds it so that the total is correct now. Okay, so money left is very similar. So I'm going to go in here, make sure I highlight that square, this rectangle, and then, or this, I should say cell, and I'm going to insert, function, sum again. But this time I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to take my income, this total amount here, highlight that, and then subtract. And then I'm going to take away my total expenses right here. So I clicked on this cell right here, enter, and I get a negative number. Why do I get a negative number? Okay, let me fix this. B1. Oh, yeah. Okay, what did I do wrong? Okay, there's something wrong here because it's not right. So let's go back through. B3, I added all these up. Let's see if I added something twice. Oh, see, I added see that right there? I added B1 twice. So what I'm going to do here, so I'm going to click right there, and I'm going to backspace, and then it should work out. Yep, then it works. So my total expenses are $3,760, and my money left is $1,240. So this is the money I'm going to be looking at to plan my retirement and other things that we're going to ask you to do next. Okay, so hopefully that helped, and I'll see you in the next video.